Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video we are going to solve LeetCode problem number 3775, which is reverse word with same vowel count. This question is marked as a medium question, but I don't think it's a medium question. It's a very easy question, which is come in weekly contest 480. It's a second question, the B question. Let's read the question what they are saying. So they are saying that you are given a string S consisting of lowercase English word, each separated by a single space. Determine how many vowels appears in the first word. Okay, so here they are talking about the first word, like here this cat. In this whole sentence the first word is cat, because this all the word are separated by the spaces. Okay, so let's move forward. Then reverse each following words that has same vowel count. Okay, you know the vowels that are a, e, I, o, u. So they are saying that reverse each of following words that has the same vowel count, leave all remaining word unchanged and return the resulting string. Okay, so let's under deep dive this question of what are they saying to solve this. Okay, so we are given a string called as, so this is the string cat and mice. Okay, these are separated by the space. Okay, so what they are trying to say there, the first word, that this is cat, because they are separated by this space. Okay, so the count of number of vowels in this cat, so we can see a, there is a one vowel in this cat word. Okay, so what they are trying to say, that remaining word, we can see there are two word and mice. Okay, so we have to reverse that word which has the same amount of vowel which contains by the first word. Okay, so it's a very simple. Let's suppose here we have a cat, which have a one vowel which is a, okay, so that is, so we have to change all the words which have one vowels. Okay, and reverse, or if it is not the same vowel, then we have to keep it same as it is. Okay, so here it is the explanation what they are saying in the lit code. The first word is cat and that has one vowel, we can clearly see there is a. The second word is the and we it has also one vowel, so we have to reverse this word. Okay, so a and d and become the dna. Okay, we change this. Then let's come to the third word. Here it is the mice, it has a two vowel. Okay, so we didn't change this. Why? Because we required the first word's vowels, that is a one, it has a two, so we only change that word which has a two one vowel, not two, three or anything else. Okay, so on at the end we have to return a single string. Okay, the cat, dna and mice, it's as a single string. Okay, and we reverse this and word to dna. Let's jump to the second example so we can clearly more understand this what are they saying to explain us. Okay, there is another word, there is a book is nice. Okay, so they said that we have to count as a first vowel as a reference for in the first word. This is a book and we have two double o which is a vowel. They have two vowels in book. The all the remaining words in this string, we have to reverse them, which has two vowel. Okay, so second word is a is. Okay, is only one vowel, so we don't need to change that. Then third one is a nice, we have two vowels I and c, which is similar to the book. Okay, so we have to reverse them, nice become the isin. Okay, and then the final string return is book is isin. Okay, so let's solve this problem. So there is nothing in data structure we need to require to solve this problem. It's a very simple, they do whatever they think. Okay, if you going to the lead code and if you look at the hint, they directly said that simulate as described. What are they asking, just do that, we don't have to put extra in. And that's why I told you that it should mark as a easy problem, but it is a medium problem. So let's solve this. So what they are, so we have a string called cat and mice. Okay, so first what we need, we need to make this separated all the words. So what we are going to create is we are going to create a string, okay, but this string is a contains the array of string. Okay, let's suppose array, or we call this as a temp, or whatever do you want you can call this. And what is there, we can store all these words separately. Okay, cat and mice. Okay, let's suppose the first one is the cat, second one is the and similarly the third word is a mice. Okay, so this is our final array. So we are separated all the word. Okay, like here we are separated all the word. So how we can achieve this thing? So in a Java we can simply says that let's suppose here is a string as dot split word. We can use the split functionality. Okay, and in a split function we can split this by a space. Very simply you can do according to your language whatever, but I told you about this Java, we can do this as well. Okay, so what we are doing, they already said that we have to count the vowel of the first word. Okay, that in this scenario we have the cat as our first word. Okay, so you can clearly one thing you can notice very clearly and very simply, that we have to each and every time we have to calculate uh, vowels. So it should be greater if we are make a function, if you are make a function like count vowel, that what is that thing. And in this function we can simply pass a single word as a string. We can simply pass a string inside this, and this function return a integer. Okay, can this function that can simply return a integer. Okay, so this is return a integer. What that integer is, that integer represent the number of vowels in this word, in this string. Okay, so first we pass this cat in this function and count the number of vowels, and we can store this in a variable. So we have to make these variables, I mean this number of vowels, as a reference to all the other words in this remaining in this array. Okay, so what we are going to do, we can just create a, let's suppose a we can make this as a global count. You can say that. Okay, we can make it a global count, make that, and let's suppose we have a 1. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are simply just first we count this vowel and store this in a global count variable. Okay, or after that we iterate the remaining strings, each remaining words, each and every words. Okay, so what we are going, let's suppose we are going and okay, we make a for loop. What we are doing, we are making the for loop. Simply we can make a for loop. Okay, and iterate through the first index, to the n minus 1, which is the length of this temp variable. Okay, so in this that we can iterate one by one and count one by one every vowel that present in this word. Okay, if this is equal to the global count, we can simply reverse that word. Okay, so this is very easy, we can solve this. So let's go to the jump to the coding part and show you how you can implement this. Creating this array of that word called string, we count the first word using the count vowel. In the count vowel, we are just iterating each and every word and count and return the total number of vowel, and iterate the remaining all the words from I to the till last word, and we count the every word's vowel. And if it's equal to the our global count, we can just simply reverse. What we are going to, how we are going to reverse, we just make a new string builder and pass the new that word. Then we have a method in a string builder called reverse, and then we call toString, and just that's it. And at the end we join that array of the string and we get our answer. So here it is. That's it in this video. Hope you like this video, and let me know any doubt you have in this video. Okay, so okay.